Defi, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Having money on my mind, I having money in my pocket. Bone marrow roasted, spread it on the rosemary bread, lightly toasted, drizzle with the vinaigrette.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Kikashi Crypto. This is how it's going down. As always, I show you guys how to bank coin, and I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my trading and how it is going. So essentially, I told you guys already about the 4 EMA strategy, and I've added a new element to it. So we have here the Heikin-Ashi candles. They are basically normal candles, but they give you the momentum of the charts basically, as opposed to regular candles. So I'll show you the difference between Heikin-Ashi and the regular candles. With the regular candles, you can sort of see, you know, the ups and downs or whatever, which is okay, but it's a bit confusing in terms of the momentum. So with the Heikin-Ashi candles, you can see here that it gives you the momentum of the trade. You see? So for example, well, you guys get the difference. But yeah, anyway, in terms of the strategy, yesterday I mentioned that you should sort of buy at the crossover and then sell at the eventual crossover. So basically, to buy when the red line is at the bottom, and then to sell when it's at the top. The only disadvantage with this is that it's sort of reactive. It's it's like a lagging indicator basically. So while these indicates excuse me, while these EMAs are good for the price action, so while these EMAs are a good indicator of the price action, they're sort of like training wheels in my opinion. So what's most important here in my opinion is the blue line and the red line. Okay, so as you can see here, historically, when we're bullish, we are above the blue line. Okay, this is the 8 EMA. Obviously this is a bit clunky, but yeah, when we're bullish, we're above the 8 EMA, which is the blue line, and when we're bearish, we are below the blue line, which is also the 8 EMA. And on top of that, the red line sort of gives you an overall indicator of where the market is headed, you know. So when we are below the red line, that means that the market is bearish. When we are above the red line, that means that the market is bullish. So if you're able to trade with, you know, both of these in mind, then it sort of gives you a better indication of, you know, where the price trend will go. That's sort of as like a training wheel mindset sort of thing to, you know, give you an indication of how the markets go. Looking back historically, you can see how sort of accurate this has been. When we've been below the red line and below the blue line, it's been a good indicator that the price has gone downwards, price has gone downwards, price has gone downwards. When we've been above it, forget about the crossover of all of the lines. When we've been above the blue line and above the red line, you can see how well the price has performed. Now obviously you can't get in on every trade because you will sort of get stopped out. So you either need to, if you do get in, you either need to just hold it and wait until you're profitable, or just wait until wait until price action has sort of been confirmed at like a retest level sort of thing. So for example, here we came above the blue line and the red line, and then sort of here, this is when the price action sort of went up. Now the only thing is that this didn't go up exponentially as you'd hoped. So that's where the next bit of the strategy comes into. Basically, with the Heikin-Ashi, what's going on with my speaking today? With the Heikin-Ashi candles, I see this as a game. Okay, I'm starting off with small amounts, £20, £30. I'm gonna perfect this. Once I've perfected it, then boy, you guys are in for a treat, because this is all for free. But basically, the strategy is, obviously, look at these lines as an indicator of where the market is going and trade with the trend. So you want to be looking at, this is Ethereum, I believe. Yeah, this is Ethereum. You can see the trade is going well. I'll give you guys an update on that. But basically, you just want to look at, you want to look at either the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the 6 hour, just to give you an indication of where the market is headed. So you can see on the 6 hour, we are bearish because the red line is at the top. The 4 hour is the same thing, and I'm sure it's the same thing for the 1 hour. Yeah, it is the same thing. Obviously, I have drawn in some trend lines as well, just to give an indication of where we're gonna hit resistance. But basically, don't need to worry about candles and all that jazz right now. My strategy is to short the tops and buy the bottoms. Okay, I don't really have stop losses as such. This is on the 1 minute chart, 50x leverage, as you can see here. That's basically what it is. And the good thing about Bit7 is that when you are wrong, you can just add to your position in the other way, you know. So for example, I initially shorted, I believe it was around here, this level here, thinking that this trend would continue, and then I entered a long here. Obviously I didn't show you guys because I sort of left the trade, but it went up to around 16%, 17% or so. I left the position here, and obviously this original trade was negative because I entered a short here, so this was like minus 30 or something here. So with Bit7 you can add onto your position. So this is why you see the average trade is around 382, which is this level here, because I added to my trade my short here. With the Heikin-Ashi candles, it's very, very simple in the 1 minute chart. It pumps and it dumps, okay? To the degree that it does that, you can't really control, but you can manage your position, okay? So what I did, I entered with a third of my position, a third of my total balance, which was around, I don't know, 0.01 ETH, okay? I don't know, it's not much, but, and then I continued to add to this position because I believed that the momentum was ending. Obviously you guys would need to do some research in terms of the candles, but generally when it tends to wick like this, when it has 2 long wicks, you can sort of see that the price action is coming to an end. And when it tends to, you know, stomp out and hit resistance and have several bounces like here, you can sort of see that the momentum is ending, and therefore you'd want to leave the trade. So that's sort of a good indication of, you know, when you'd want to get in and get out. You can see here it's like clockwork, all these, you know, several different hits, bang. On top of the fact that if you look at the blue line and when it sharply goes up or sharply goes down, that's when you know the trend is over and the new trend is beginning. So if you were to enter along here, you could have ridden it all the way up to here or so. If you had balls of steel, you could have ridden all the way up to here. But obviously I'm still learning, you guys are still learning. Just, I don't know, if you're going to use real money, don't use a lot of money because you could easily get it wrong. I would prefer you guys use, you know, play money, fake money. Don't really gamble your money because obviously you're still learning, as am I, but I prefer to sort of, you know, have the real life circumstances. But I just view this as a game. I'm trying to not have emotion. This is what I'm trying to trick myself out of doing, because yesterday I entered quite a few profitable positions, and I got fear that the market was going against me, so I left, and then the market went in the way that I originally anticipated. So this is why I'm saying, you know, I'm just trying to help you guys, sort of thing. So obviously not many people like my trading videos because they don't do well, but yeah, that's that. I'm gonna try upload a second video as well on the market overall updates and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe if you're new. Bye bye, see ya.